3 lineups that Thibs needs to run this NBA season. Now it's your boy Asda, and we're doing something different here today. If y'all know, I'm a big New York Knicks fan. We had a great season last season, but injuries kind of held us back. Now this season coming up, we have a lot of depth, but our team consists of a lot of wings and guards that we may not want to play on the floor or put on the floor all at the same time, all at once. So the Knicks are in the news, and there's a couple of rumors going around that we're trying to trade for Walker Kessler or Nick Richards. As you know, that the Knicks and Knicks fans aren't really satisfied with their bigs. We just lost Hartenstein, and you know, Mitchell Robinson's a great big, but he just gets injured too often. And I personally think we should keep him, but we should have him coming off of our bench. So unfortunately, this video is made before any of those trades go down, if they do go down. So this will be going based off of our current roster after the OG signing, re-signing, and the Mikal Bridges trade. Now let's get into it. The lineup of Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson would most likely be our starting lineup for the 2024-25 NBA season. Now this is a well-rounded lineup, with Mitchell Robinson being our starting center. You know, he can give us about 25 minutes a game, nothing too crazy. They can be rotations where we have Julius Randle at the 5, because you know Julius Randle is a very aggressive basketball player. Then we got guys like OG Anunoby who can guard the 1 through the 4. Then we got guys like Mikal Bridges, who's a great two-way player. Just like OG Anunoby, those guys are very great two-way players. So having those two players on this team is just perfect for us. Fits us well. Because if y'all know, one of the main reasons why the Knicks wins games is because of defense, rebounding, and things like that. Like, we win games because of our defense. And adding Mikal Bridges, putting him alongside his college teammates, and another great wing in OG Anunoby is just very, very insane. It's a great addition. We got much better. Other than losing Hartenstein, I feel like this team will do better than they did last season. And even if the Knicks don't see 50 wins again in the next season, I just know that we will go farther in the playoffs than we did these past couple of seasons. Another thing to note, that back in, I believe, January and February, when Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, and Julius Randle all played together before any injuries happened, when they were all on the floor, they went 11-1, and that's a great record to have. You know, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, these are guys that are not ball-dominant players. They can work very well off the ball, and their impact mostly comes on defense that builds momentum for the offense. So that way, guys like Jalen Brunson, who wants to create their own shot, create space, they can do that. He can do that. And then guys like Julius Randle, who wants to attack the basket or do his little jab and shoot a 3, he can do that, because these guys like Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby are going to be there to either grab those rebounds or just make up for it on defense, get the ball back. And if guys like Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle don't got it on offense, they can always dish it to these guys, because they can shoot the ball very well outside and attack the basket just as well. And then on top of that, we got our guy Mitchell Robinson, who will be down there to grab them rebounds and go back up or kick it out. Now for our second lineup, which may be a lineup we might see if Mitchell Robinson gets in foul trouble, or whoever our center is. You want to call us our small ball lineup, our death lineup. We got Jalen Brunson at the 1, Dante DiVincenzo at the 2, Mikal at the 3, OG at the 4, and then Julius Randle at the 5. This lineup will go crazy. We will destroy teams on offense and defense. The speed that this lineup brings, the shooting, the defense is insane. If this lineup were to trap you, it's over. If you were to double team the hot hand, which might be Jalen Brunson or Julius Randle, it's over. This is a lineup that we may not want to see start a game, but we would love to see close a game. And then on top of that, you got any of these guys that are in foul trouble, you can easily replace them with Josh Hart. However, I do say that this is a lineup we wouldn't really want to start with, but close out, because you got centers in the league like Wembanyama, you got Joel Embiid, you got Jokic, you got centers that no matter who you got on them are unguardable. So putting a non-traditional big like Julius Randle on those guys for the whole game may put him in foul trouble, and we don't want our all-star to be in foul trouble. And although Julius Randle can shoot, he's not the greatest shooter. So those bigs like Joel Embiid, Jokic, they might just sit down low, and the spacing may be all jacked up. But that is a lineup that if we need to space the floor out, that is our best bet, other than Josh Hart. But Julius Randle is a bigger body. Now we can't forget about the Villanova lineup, man. We got Jalen Brunson, DiVincenzo, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart all on the same team. And these guys won the chip back in Villanova. Now, I know y'all gonna say the NBA is nothing like college, which is 100% true. There isn't many opportunities where 4 college teammates get to all play on the same NBA team, and knowing that they won a championship on their college team. So why not try to make it happen again in the NBA? This lineup provides great shooting, defense, and hustle. We got great shooting in Jalen Brunson and DiVincenzo, as well as Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart working on his three-point game. From what we've seen in the playoffs, he was hitting some big shots. Josh Hart provides some rebounding, some hustle. Mitchell Robinson provides the rebounding, can set some picks, roll. And we got guys like Mikal Bridges, who's gonna play that heart role. I don't mean like Josh Hart's role, but I mean like the heart of the team, the heart of this lineup. You know, he's gonna be the main one on defense, making sure everybody is where they are. Same with Josh Hart as well. Josh Hart is gonna be the one that's gonna be crashing, hustling, and just playing like a dog, like he is, man. In the playoffs, he was playing aggressive. Shout out to Josh Hart, man. I ain't gonna lie, I know I said 3 lineups, but I got one more for y'all. One more. It's a bonus lineup, and this one is more for defense. Last but not least, we got our defensive lineup. This consists of Miles McBride, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and Mitchell Robinson. Now, before you guys say where's Julius Randle, let's say Julius Randle's interchangeable with Mitchell Robinson. This all goes down to if Mitchell Robinson is in foul trouble, or if it depends on the center we're going up against. If we got one of those big centers that Julius Randle cannot stop, we'll go ahead and try to put Mitchell Robinson on him, and vice versa. But besides that, we got McBride in there because McBride in the playoffs was playing some of the best defense I've ever seen a Knick play. Whether if he was slowing down Tyrese Maxey or Tyrese Halliburton, he was playing very well. Now we know Mikal and OG are pretty self-explanatory. The reasons why we got these guys are for defense. Not just strictly for defense, because they're more than just that, but these guys are some of the great defenders and some of the greatest defenders in the NBA currently as we speak. And the reason why I threw Josh Hart in this lineup, yes, he may not be the greatest on-ball defender. Like he's not as great as Mikal or OG. He's not the lock-up defender, defensive player of the year candidate. We understand that. But when it comes to those defensive rebounds, and once again, that hustle, not backing down from any opponent mindset, that's what you need in these kind of lineups. Are the Knicks done making moves? I'm not sure yet. The free agency is still going on. We're still in the offseason. A lot of things can happen. A lot of trades can still happen. A lot of signings can still happen. So these lineups may be different by the time the NBA season starts. As a Knicks fan, we will miss Hartenstein, but I think we made the right moves necessary to put us back to where we were and even further. The injuries the team faced this year will be a blessing for next year because we know the full potential of this team. We know guys like DiVincenzo and Hart, when they give it their all, how far we can go. I think this next season just all comes down to health. We have a really great team, a really solid team all around, from our starters to our bench. We can create a whole bunch of different lineups, and all these lineups can definitely contend. I really believe in this team next season, y'all. We didn't blow this team up. We didn't completely throw everybody away. We still got the core and heart of our team, the guys that led us far in the playoffs last season. The Knicks still got those guys and more. They just got to stay healthy. And like I said, I know we lost Hartenstein, but they'll figure it out. Let's go Knicks.